Zambia is a small landlocked country found in the southern part of Africa, with a population of 13,881,336 people. The country itself is rapidly growing and changing every day. Zambia's national flag, pictured here, stands for the humanism in which the people of this country stand for. The country's main objective is to provide a moral and positive basis for everyone who lives or visits the country. This essentially means that the country promotes human activity, whether that's in the political, economical, or social sense. The country was colonized by the British all throughout the 1800s and then, in 1964, gained its independence. At first, the native people of Zambia were not educated or skilled enough to run their own country. Kenneth Kaunda led the country to independence and imposed single-party socialism, in which his United National Independence Party, also known as UNIP, was the only legal political party within a one-party participatory democracy. Constitutional change was introduced in 1991 under popular pressure. This allowed a multi-party system and a change of leadership. Zambia now has a reputation for political stability and an efficient government. Zambia has a British-style parliamentary democracy with a 158-seat National Party Assembly. Elections are held every 5 years, and the presidency is limited to 2 5-year terms. There are also traditional chiefs and headmen who still command a great deal of respect but hold little decision-making power, except when it comes to land distribution. The country's economic fortunes began to change in the late 1990s when mining began to draw in foreign investment and improve output. The government has a great deal of support for agriculture and has also contributed to the economic growth, averaging around 6% a year in recent years. China has also recently heavily invested in Zambia, creating jobs and new infrastructure. Most of the people of Zambia speak the Bermuda language and are native to the land. While this is true, a lot of the native people are having issues staying out of poverty, and an estimated 1 million people are living and battling AIDS. Within this category of people, a lot of those struggling are women who are discriminated against and are subjected to domestic violence. It is safe to say that there is a lack of equality within the population of Zambia. The land itself, like previously stated, is landlocked and mostly made up of plateaus. The vegetation is open woodland or savanna and is made up of acai and baobab trees, thorn trees, and tall perennial grasses. There are a lot of national parks and game reserves like the Kafue National Park, which conserves the wildlife which is threatened by settlement. The Cookstone's wildebeest, Sangak thorny-croft giraffe, and red lechwe are unique to Zambia. There are also 150 recorded species of reptiles. Michael Sata is the fifth and current president of Zambia today. Capital is Lusaka, which is located in the southern part of the country and is rapidly growing and an extremely busy city. The population is made up of more than 70 Bantu-speaking ethnic groups. Most of the population is considered subsistence farmers and are a part of the Christian religion. The average age to live till is about 52 and the fertility to crude rate is about 7 to 5. Besides the country growing as a whole and many other top countries investing in it, like China, the HIV epidemic is the only real cultural issue happening in Zambia today. Art in all forms is a big part of the Zambia culture. Quiet beauty, bustle, bounding life, or brimming joy are some of the main characteristics of music and dance in the country. Many traditional instruments are still played throughout the country, as well as small hand instruments. Dance is also a large part of the culture. It is looked at as an expression of a lot of important things happening in the country. Crafts and traditional skills are also extremely important to the culture. The economy of most of the craft people is based on fishing, cattle, or the cultivation of crops. It is important to note that Zambia is in great economic standing and has very little debt. Lastly, Zambia's native cuisine is solely based off nishima, or a cooked porridge made from ground maize. This porridge is eaten for most meals and progressively gets thicker as the day goes on. For these meals, the porridge is usually served with meat and tomatoes or a relish. Thank you for watching.